Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Tea with Me. Now on the 2nd of July last year, a tragic incident occurred at Orchard Towers. 31-year-old Mr. Satish Noel Gobidas was attacked by 7 people. In the early hours of the morning, he was brought to hospital seriously injured, and he later died. The 7 people who attacked him were arrested and charged in court for murder. Subsequently, they had their charges reduced, and recently 2 of them had their cases heard in court, and the outcome surprised quite a number of people who have been following the case. 27-year-old Mr. Xiaxue received only a conditional warning, which means that he will not have a criminal record, and if he stayed out of trouble for 1 year, he would be off the hook. Mr. Chan has promised that he would look for a proper job and stay trouble-free for the rest of his life. Now, the next person who received her sentence was Miss Natalie Siow, the only woman in the group. She received a 5-month jail term, and that also caused quite a stir amongst netizens. Everybody was baying for blood and saying that the punishment has been too light, they have been too lenient with them. Now, is there any injustice in this case? I don't think so, because how could all 7 of them have been equally responsible for Mr. Satish's death? Certainly 1 or 2 of them could have just watched, like Mr. Chan, or one of them could have tried to kick him but didn't manage to kick him, like Miss Natalie Siow. But if you want to talk about injustice, there is actually something unjust over here. Let's have a look. Now, I've been blogging for 15 years and I don't even have that kind of friendship. Now, that's what I call injustice. Now, next we move on to another character which is very controversial. Her name is Xiaxue, Singapore's blogger queen. Now, recently she complained about Workers' Party Sylvia Lim ignoring her complaints about some defects in her estate. Xiaxue's complaints went viral and they were shared by many news sites. And if you could check out the comments at these news sites, you'll find that they are almost 100% negative. Now, for the uninitiated, they may give the impression that Xiaxue is some social pariah, some 过街老鼠 that everybody loves to hit. But make no mistake, Xiaxue is an influencer, and a very successful one at that. How successful? Let's check out her net worth according to some unreliable sources. Now, of course, I don't completely believe in those numbers. There's obviously some exaggeration. But make no mistake, Xiaxue earns a very comfortable living by being an influencer. The companies that sponsor her are seeing results from their sponsorship. Next, we move on to another controversial character that the public just loves to hate, Quan Yi Feng. Now recently, Quan Yi Feng has also been making the news for a lot of frivolous reasons. And if you look at these news items and the comments, you find that almost 100% of them are negative as well. Now the curious thing is, how do these seemingly hated characters make it as influencers? Well, I would attribute it to this phenomenon called the secret supporter. Now there are silent supporters out there who don't say anything in public and continue to support people like Quan Yi Feng and Xiaxue as their fans. But then could there be another group of people who know that it is very cool to mock and vilify them in public, but then when nobody is watching, they secretly tune into their programs and listen to their recommendations for all kinds of products?
重点我觉得很有信心，结果下场之后，你大概跟我讲，CRM 走的比较好。哇，老伟，我真的是气到，我最有信心的压轴嘞，不可以，我今天就要跟你讲，CRM 收起来，你们要买 Click 也有，但是你先不要买，你先买3 block，因为这一罐3 block 才108块，它现在降价到88块。
Of course, Kimberly Chia could have played a part, but with 1.3K viewers in a live stream, that's really quite impressive for a local artist. Well, as long as these people exist, then it doesn't matter how many negative comments Xiaxue or Quan Yi Feng is getting online. They're going to continue to prosper. So that's all I have for you in this video. I admit that it's very short. I do most of my writing on my blog. The link is found in the description. So if you'd like to check out my blog, do click on the link in the description. Thank you for watching.